Wall Street, top investors watching your money this week. Joining me right now is Baltic Capital Markets Head of Global Research, Kathryn Rooney Vera. Kathryn, let's talk about the strength of the consumer. The consumer holding up incredibly well, even in the face of this uncertainty around stimulus, even in the face of the contraction that we saw in the second quarter. We will get the GDP number out this week. We will get also more news looking at the consumer. What's the investment play around a consumer that has really stayed strong despite this shutdown?
If you're bullish on the U.S. economy and the consumer, Maria, I think that an investor should look at the airlines. They've been decimated and they've still remained at very low rates, prices 40% low, still down since the peak a few months ago. So I would look at the airlines. But I'll tell you what, Maria, I think that government transfer payments have propped up the consumer to a large extent. And this is a worrisome trend in recent years. My concern is that fiscal stimulus as a result of COVID doesn't get retraced once we see a more fundamentally based economy. Rather, it becomes massive social spending. And if that's the case, Maria, then today investors should be looking at the purchase of TIPS, inflation-protected instruments, and gold as well. So right now, if we get one other thing, Maria, is if we get a blue sweep and the market drops, regardless of actually why the market drops, if it's electorally driven, I think we should be buying the market because you have fiscal stimulus in the pipeline, you have monetary stimulus in the pipeline. So if the market retraces, buy the broad market, buy the airlines, you can buy industrials and materials, but juxtapose that, Maria, with TIPS and with gold. Protect yourself against the inflation risk in coming years.
All right, great analysis there. We'll watch to see if we get a sell-off that creates a buying opportunity. We will leave it there. Great to see you this morning. Thank you so much, Kathryn Rooney Vera.